Hello, dear students of grade 11. Welcome back to a new lesson. Today's lesson is going to be from Module 3A, Experience the World, Grammar, Past Simple and Past Progressive. There are two objectives for today's lesson. Number one, practice using past simple and past progressive by matching verbs with their uses. Number two, complete a paragraph with the correct form of verbs. Okay, dear students, open your books, page 41. This is page 41. Actually, we are going to do exercises A, B, and C. Past simple. Here we have different forms of past simple. The first one, I walked. Here we add ed. We added ed to the verb. Swam. This is irregular verb. We don't add ed. To see a list of irregular verbs, you can go to page 93. If I want to form a question, we started the question with it and for regular and irregular verbs. Also, if I want to make a negative, we say didn't walk and didn't swim. The time expressions for the past simple are ago, yesterday, in 1998, last week, last month, last year, etc. The past simple is used first to describe a completed action in the past. For example, I bought a CD player yesterday. This is a completed action and it is in the past. 2. To describe completed actions that happened one after the other in the past. For example, I walked up to the cashier, paid, and then left the shop. Here, the three verbs in red, all of them are in the past simple. To describe past habits or repeated actions in the past, often used with adverbs of frequency. For example, when I was younger, I often went jogging in the park. The past progressive, here, look at the form. Here, I was walking, was plus the verb and ing. He was swimming, also the same, was plus the verb ing. If I want to form a yes, no question, it started here with were you walking and was she swimming. For the negative form, weren't walking, they weren't walking, it wasn't swimming. The time closes for this tense, the past progressive, when, while, as, and as soon as. We commonly use as soon as with the past simple. As soon as we arrived on the island, we ran into the beach. It is a common used for as soon as in the past simple, but sometimes it's used with past progressive. The past progressive is used to describe an action in progress that at a certain time in the past. For example, what were you doing at 10 o'clock last night? I was having a shower. To describe actions that were happening at the same time in the past, usually with while or as. For example, while John was cooking, Lane was sleeping. To set the scene in a story. There were a lot of people at the station. Some were talking on their mobile phones, others were sleeping, and a few were walking up and down. So here we have three verbs in red. All of them were in past progressive. To describe temporary past states or actions. My grandfather was writing play in those days. My grandfather was writing a play in those days. Past simple and past progressive. We use the past progressive and the past simple in the same sentence when one action interrupted another in the past. So we use both tenses in one sentence. We use the past progressive for the longer action and the past simple for the shorter action. So we have here two actions. The longer one is used with a past progressive, and the short action we can use simple past. For example, in this case also we usually use while, when, and, or as. For example, as while when they were walking in the forest, they saw a bear. So they are walking in the forest, they were walking in the forest. This is the longer action, and the shorter action that they saw a bear. I was having a bath when the lights went out. I was having the bath is the longer action, and when the lights went out, the shorter action. So, dear students, now we will go to exercise A. Exercise A, we are going to read the text below, paying attention to the verbs in red. We have here verbs in red in this paragraph. Then match the verbs with their different uses of the past simple. So we have here different four uses of the past simple. We are going to match these uses with the verbs in red. Okay, so dear students, pause the video for some time and think of answering these questions. Okay, dear students, here we're back. Who's going to do number one, a completed action in the past? It is matched with the verbs, yes, smiled and sat. Very good. Number two, completed actions that happened one after the other in the past. Here number two is matched with the verbs, yes, sit, placed, very good, got up, found, and the last one, handed. Yes, excellent. Number three, past habits or repeated actions in the past often used with adverbs of frequency. Here, number three is matched with the verbs used, or the verbs went and looked for. Very good. Went, looked for. The last one, an action in the past that interrupted a longer action in progress, is matched with the last one, the verb realized. Yes, thank you. Okay, dear students, now we are going to exercise B. Read the text in activity A again. So we are going to read this text again and match the verbs in blue with their different uses of the past progressive. Here we have three different uses of the past progressive. We are going to match these three different uses with the verbs in blue. So, dear students, pause the video for some time and answer these questions. Okay, dear students, who is going to do number one, temporary past states or actions? Yes, number one is matched with, yes, the first verb, we're just relaxing, yes, and the second one, we're exploring. Very good. Two verbs, thank you. Number two, an action in progress in the past that was interrupted by another action. Yes, it is matched with one verb, which is, of course, was looking. Very good. Excellent. Number 3, simultaneous actions in progress in the past. Yes, here it is matched with was searching and was thinking. Thank you, dear students. Now we are going to exercise C. Complete the text with the past simple or the past progressive of the verbs in brackets. So we have here a text and we are going to choose either past simple or past progressive of the form of the verb between brackets. We have here 11 verbs, 11 spaces and 11 verbs. We are going to form the correct past simple or the past progressive of the verb. So dear students, stop the video for some time and think of the correct answers for this exercise. Okay, dear students, before I became a member of Hyper Hike Boots, a holiday hiking group, number 1, not find. The answer is didn't find. Very good. Didn't find. Idea of going on a hiking trip. Very exciting. However, number 2, changed. Yes, my mind after joining. Last year, the group traveled, of course, to various fascinating destinations from deep valleys to green jungles and dry deserts. Number 4, here we have a question. The answer, did I have any unpleasant experiences during my trips? Well, yes, I remember one experience in Brazil for which I blame only myself. Thank you. Okay, dear students, number 5, I remember we stayed. Another option, we're staying, both of them are correct, at a Central Hotel in Sao Paulo for a few days because we wanted to explore the huge city on foot. Anyway, one afternoon, after our usual hike, number 6, I was sitting on a balcony of my room while the others, yes, were resting in their rooms before dinner. Number 8, I decided, yes, that I could use time before dinner to do some shopping, but it was a big mistake before yes, the verb know, number 9, I knew I was lost. Eventually, after wandering around for 2 hours, yes, number 10, find, I, of course, found my way back when I finally, yes, number 11, walked very good into the hotel. Everyone was enjoying their meal in dining room. Thank you. Okay, dear students, thank you. See you soon in another lesson.